Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brenda Jo. For today's video, I decided to play in makeup and just see what I could create here. I had no idea where I was going with this look, as with all of my looks, and I love how it turned out, and I hope you guys love it as well. So let's get on with the video. I am going in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the first one. I am taking the dark shade. I believe it's called Diva or Enchanted. Hold on, let me look at this palette. It's called Enchanted, and I am taking it with an angled flat shader brush and applying that on the crease. But before I blend that out, I am taking the eyeshadow named Roxanne no, that's not Roxanne. The name is actually Pukey. I applied it on my brow bone area so that way when I do blend in Enchanted, that it doesn't look muddy and it actually has something to blend up to. And I am using a smaller tapered blending brush. Now I am actually going into Roxanne and applying that on top of the green and just below the Pukey shade so I can use that as a transition color. I wasn't sure how it was turning out because my lighting was kind of funky since the sun was pretty out that day, and the way my window is set up, the curtain needs to come down a little bit so you guys don't see the sun. So there will be some lighting issues in the video, and I do apologize about that in advance. So now I go back in with Enchanted just to deepen it up into the crease a little more, since I did blend it out a little too much for my liking. I wanted to make sure that you guys could see it. And now I'm taking the NYX glitter primer to apply on my eyelid for where I want the next eyeshadow named Diva to go. It is actually a beautiful color, as you guys can see when I apply it. I am so in love with this color, and I use a different flat shader brush from the one that I used with the glitter primer. The reason that I applied the glitter primer is because whenever I do any shimmer eye looks, the shimmer always transfers into my crease, so I need to apply the glitter primer so it doesn't transfer and it actually makes the color stand out more and be more pigmented. Now I am going back in with the Enchanted shade on my crease just so you guys can see it. And as you can see, I do have to lift my eyes a lot when I'm doing eyeshadow looks just so the color can be seen. And I do apply the color on the outer portion of my eye as well, and then go back and blend it with the blending brush. Now I'm going to take the Roxanne shade again, and I'm just gonna pat it on top of the color in the middle. Well, I'm just gonna pat it in the middle in between the two shades, and then I'm gonna take another brush and blend it out and make it look more seamless. When I was filming this video, I was on the phone with my sister, so I wasn't paying attention to the face portion where I forgot to show you guys what I was using. But to prime my face, I did use the NYX Angel Veil, and then I took my Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Loose Powder and applied that on top so that way there would be no creasing when I kept this makeup on for as long as I did. And then I applied the powder all over wherever I applied the primer. Then I went into my Ruby Kisses foundation in the shade Cognac. This is actually very much too dark for me, but because I love the finish of it and I have backups on backups, I'm still gonna rock it because I love it that much. For concealer, I did use the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This is not in the shade 415 that I usually use. I actually used 420, and I actually like how it came out, but it was still just a little tad too yellow for my personal taste, but I blended out onto all the areas where I wanted highlighted. But I think I should have did a second layer. I didn't realize that until I was editing the video. And then once I finished blending out the concealer, I take my foundation brush and I blend out the edges just so there's no harsh lines. Then I go back into my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and I take a loose fluffy brush to lightly set the areas where I apply the concealer, so that way there would be no type of creasing, because I did go to Red Lobster after and I did not want no situations, but I applied that loose setting powder all over where I applied the concealer and just a little below my cheeks. And then I also applied it on my nose. Now I'm gonna take the Dermablend Warm Saffron Loose Setting Powder and apply that under my eyes. Well, basically all the areas that I highlighted, so I can bake and get a nice little color up in there. But I do that, then I applied my contour. I don't know where you guys can find this contour because I got it from Dollar Tree and I don't see it no more over there, but you guys can definitely check your local Dollar Tree for awesome goodies. And then I went into the Revlon Color Stay pressed powder in Cappuccino, and I lightly set all the areas where I didn't apply any other powder. And I also removed the powder on my chin because I didn't want it baking too long. For my nose contour, I did use my face powder, which was the Revlon Color Stay. And then I take the foundation brush and pat the loose setting powder into my skin. I got this technique from another makeup artist video that I was watching on YouTube, and I wanted to try it, and I actually like it. It looks really well, and the powder doesn't look too crazy, and it doesn't look like I took away too much. For my eyes, I went back in with Enchanted and the angled eye brush, and then I went in with Roxanne just below it. And after I blend that out, I believe I went into highlighting my eyes. Oh no, I went into wing liner. Well, not wing liner, just lining my eyes so that way when I apply my falsies that it blends in and you guys cannot see if I made any mistakes. But I'm using the Wet n Wild H2O liner, and it's kind of hard to do liner with my lashes because they're so curly, it's annoying. I'm using the Naked Lashes in Chiffon. Then I go into the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlight in Rose Gold and apply that on my inner corner and my brow bone and all the high points of my face that I want highlighted and popping. I take my Essence brow gel just to make my brows look more fluffy and add a little more color. Then I go in with a brown lip liner to line my lips to prepare it for the lipstick and lip gloss that I will be wearing. I am using Velvet Teddy from MAC and Whirl. I recently just purchased them and I wanted to see what it looked like. In my mirror, as I mentioned earlier, the lighting was just so off. Like, it did not look like it went with the eye look, but Velvet Teddy alone actually went very well with the look. I just couldn't tell because of my lighting, so I added Whirl on top because it looked too light, but it actually wasn't light. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, I still don't like it when it's perfectly fine, as you can see here. And then I lined my lips over again, and then I added the gloss that you guys always see me wear. So you guys, this is the finished look here. I love how it turned out, even though I was scared of how it would actually turn out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Like the video if you love what I did here, and comment down below what you guys want to see next. Did I say share with your friends and family? I don't remember. But share with your friends and family, okay? And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.